Larry Linville is not the most well-known actor. He is known mainly for playing Frank Burns in the TV adaptation of MASH. And I did not think of him outside of watching MASH until I actually saw and witnessed him a little bit in Earth Girls Are Easy from 1988. There is a valley woman who is set to be married, but then discovers that her husband is cheating on her. So she gets distressed, and at the same time, three aliens are viewing Earth by saying it's a small planet. It only has one moon, and lo and behold, they discover the Valley Woman. I guess you'd even say Valley Girl. They come and descend and land in her pool, and what follows is truly zany hijinks from Jim Carrey, one of the Wayans brothers, Damon Wayans, I think, and Jeff Goldblum, as they spend all the days with Gina Davis. This movie is truly 1980s, the end of the 1980s, so we get less of the Valley Girl stereotype and more of the geometric pattern that is slowly encroaching. This movie is so freaking great, and it's mindless fun at its apogee, and I'm like, yes, I heavily enjoy this movie, but I also saw a really big names attached to it in some earlier roles, and I'm like, interesting. Oh, and I like this movie. It's just fun. I mean, even in the beginning, when you have the retro, Earth Girls Are Easy. I mean, if you look at just the style right here, the lettering, you can just tell how it looks with the yellow and the orange and everything, and it's just drenched in the 1980s. There's even a music video. So where they're shooting for something like "I'm Just a Blonde" or something like that. I forgot the exact lyrics, but it's just so. Actually, hang on a second. It's just what you're just going to see. If that's not the definition of 1980s greatness, then I don't know what is. But that's exactly what this movie is. It's the 1980s encapsulated, okay? I mean, but what makes this movie great is the performances from our wonderful heroes, from the trio of Damon, Carey, and Goldblum. It's like, it's their way of just interacting with the world. It's like they slowly go on just trying to figure out the world, saying, hey, that, like their discovery of the world. I guess you could technically say maybe it has to do with like immigrants trying to make their way in the new planet. Maybe if you really, really want to stretch it, but we're not here to talk. But that's could just be and have complete BS. This movie is just fun. I mean, whether if they're watching the TV in the first, trying to grasp the English language with the weather, with Finland and everything else, they're and the love and everything else. It's like, I like that. It's like how this movie just takes the concept of the Earth Girls that are easy. It just expands from there. Yes, these when you see them in the ridiculous hairy suits or whatever, it's just so insane to look at, but they're crafted well, and I like the spaceship. I don't know, it looks so goofy, but so fun at the same time. It's just they're rather small, like only 3 feet tall, and I'm like, 3 feet tall? That's it? I thought they at least, I thought they'd be at least 4 feet tall, but they were little people. I'm like, little aliens. I'm like, okay then. I don't know, it's just whatever. But yeah, the set is fun. the ship itself looks like the ship itself is totally of the 1980s. So it looks like a futuristic taxi cab or futuristic bus. I just like the design of it. Of course, obviously, when they're discovering the world and going out, like there's a really freaking funny driving scene where they one of them's driving with where I think Carrie is driving with his feet, and they're just generally causing a ruckus, but no one gets hurt, and that's the big thing. It's just the general wackiness that I really liked about this movie. And of course, there's the friend of Gina Davis's character. Hers is Valerie. There's this other woman who's just totally fits the Valley Girl stereotype. With the accent, the big poofy hair, the clothing, and everything else. And I'm just thinking, this is so great. It's like they're playing to the stereotypes, but they're also celebrating it, and I guess kind of like disassembling it at the same time. So it works on that kind of level. And I'm like, hey, the characters stand out. I like them. It's like they're goofy, they're fun. And of course, there's Ted, the doctor, who's saying it. He's like, hey, I'm so sorry. I promise I'll never even touch another woman except during a physical examination. And he's really trying to prove it, but ultimately he just feels, I don't know, okay. I guess he's like, you're not here to pay attention. So he's there for the comic relief, but probably the best part with him is actually in the hospital where he discovers that the aliens have two heartbeats, Martians, whatever, and they go around and in an attempt to disorient him, they they duplicate a ringtone, they duplicate a heartbeat. I mean, really loudly too. And every time, like a pager, calling doctor, whatever his name is, and even when he's walking, it's like thunderous footsteps. And I'm like, oh, just the wackiness in this is so freaking fantastic. Yeah, I could tell this was like the beginning because I think around, it was like, overall, I like this, but this is a true encapsulation of the 1980s. If you could just, it's like, you just have to keep in mind that this is a goofball comedy that with the title of Earth Girls Are Easy. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I know some people may be turned off by the musicals, but I think because of how it plays with the narrative of it being a parody and a tribute to everything that's going on, it's not bad. And there's only 3 of like maybe 2 to 3, so you don't have to worry about that much. It was around this time that Jeff Goldblum was still being like still being an actor, like an acting coach. So when the other 2 alien actors went out to him and asked, "Hey, do you have any advice? Just talk loudly in order to keep yourself in character, so that way you won't get nervous." And this did frustrate Gina Davis a little bit, but nothing so bad to the point that it causing disruption on the scene. So, there's also, what was it? There was also a cover of Love Train that was pretty darn good. I like that. I think it just had to do with just the unique vibe. I mean, heck, there's even a gothic rock cover of Get Your Kicks on Route 66. When they're all driving around just having a little fun, as if to say, hey, this is an alternative take on like what it means to drive from wherever Route 66 is all the way to Los Angeles. So that was interesting to see. I like this soundtrack. I just think that everything here works so gosh darn well that it creates this whole cohesive movie that you just throw on and you just laugh your behind off over just the absurdity of it. I mean, there's even a part where I think Valerie or her friend and Goldblum are like, yeah, they're in a police car and say, hey, we need to get out of this. Hey, Goldblum, can you go ahead and do like your little love touch so that way you can have these 2 cops fall in love? Lo and behold, it works with the psychedelic effect, and they both start to have eyes for each other. Ironically, this is also right where a donut shop is, and there's even a guy who gets sent right to a massive donut shop in order to get the attention. There's a bunch of cops, a couple of cops eating donuts, so can't make this stuff up. So yeah, I definitely do recommend that you watch Earth Girls Are Easy.